Dan noodles today, and they're actually called zoodles because they're made out of zucchini. So I'm going to show you how to use a spiralizer and what type of ingredients I used in the sauce. And this is a perfect recipe for reboot because it is meatless, but it's got a full protein, and it has your veggies as well. So let's start with how you're going to prep your zucchini. I was able to get some organic zucchini, or even better yet is fresh from the garden. When you get these ready, you want to have them really straight on the ends, and it's going to work better in a spiralizer. If you don't have a spiralizer, you can use like a julienne thing. It's kind of like something that you peel with, but it divides it into little strips. Those you can get for like $7. Or you can make ribbons with just a peeler. Or you can have fun with, I think it's kind of fun to have a spiralizer. So I usually take the heavier or the wider part into that claw thing, and then there is a metal part here that should be in the middle where you're going to be poking it in. And what I have right here is a wider one. You can get a few different designs, but the wider zoodle seems to work best for me. And then I am going to be pressing it forward as I crank it.
Is it coming out?
Yeah, it's super cool. So we have it just going onto the counter. You can normally like just get it go right into a bowl or something. All right, and you can use this. This is the core, and just cut it up and put it into something. But what we're going to do, what's important with zoodles is they, well, aren't they cute? Oh, wow. They sweat a little bit, and you want them to sweat out some of the water so that your dishes don't get all watery later. So what you do is you salt them and you let them sit for a little bit, and that helps sweat out the water. And then you'll squeeze them out, and then they're all ready to use. So there, I've got one of them done. And instead of doing this next one, let's just jump into the sauce. So this is just going to set for maybe 5 minutes. Squeeze it out, and then you're ready to go. And you can cook it, or you can leave it raw. So you can do this as a salad, or you can do it like a stir fry. All right, so this is the sauce, and this is so good. So peanuts are one of those things that don't work for everybody, and also it's one of the most mold nut that's out there, and unless you get organic, it's not the healthiest nut to choose from. So this is like a peanut sauce, but instead of using peanut butter, we're using the organic tahini, which is made from sesame seed. So there's 1/3 cup of that in there, 3 cloves of garlic minced, and I had showed you those nice little garlic things. Coconut aminos. If you're gluten-free, you want to stay away from soy sauce because there's gluten in it. But even if you're not gluten-free, you want to stay away from soy sauce because there's soy in it, and a lot of times soy is not healthy. So I've always gone with an organic coconut aminos. And so this is just your replacement for soy sauce, and sometimes I just use that instead of like a Worcestershire sauce. Say that 3 times fast. I can never say it, so if anyone can do it, go for it. And then the freshly grated ginger, which I use the little dots, and then the chili oil or Asian chili paste. And this is just, I use the hot sriracha sauce like that. And then I added honey, toasted sesame oil, and here's the toasted sesame oil in something that I just learned that it's supposed to be kept in the fridge. I did not know that before, so always learning. And then there is what they call a Chinese black vinegar. And if you don't have that, which I didn't, you can do a half a tablespoon of the rice vinegar and half a tablespoon of the balsamic vinegar, and then you have yourself your black vinegar. And then I think that's it. And then I just added water to fill out the sauce. And then once we have taken these and squeezed them out, we can stir fry them, add the sauce, and then the toppings are what's fun. So I just got a little bit of chives here. I always want some sliced green onions, some cilantro, some chopped almonds will be really good in there. And then we're going to use that, the purple cabbage or red cabbage, and chop that in instead of like bok choy. And you want to have that slightly steamed first because you're going to get more nutrients out of it if you've steamed it first. So that is the Dan Dan noodles, and that is your supper tonight.